center, standing 6'11", number 5, Gordon Day. Starting at point, 6 feet 4 inches, number 3, Chris Dunn. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 8, Zach Levine. Starting at small forward, standing 6'8", number 22, Andrew Wiggins. At center, 7 feet out of Kentucky, number 32, Carl Anthony Towns. The head coach for your home team is Tom Thibodeau. Ladies and gentlemen,
it's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. So here's Miami's starting group. A lot of length up front with Bosh and Whiteside in the middle. Dion Waiters is out there with Dragic, and it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. We're looking at these two teams, Doris. Exciting young talent to watch.
I'll tell you, two teams on the rise. Young talent that's only going to get, with repetition, better and better. They've got a chance to be a factor in the league for a long time, and you and I get a front row seat to their growth.
And it's fun to think about what they could accomplish. That's a great part of sports when you see a young player like that.
Takes a little imagination, but we can see it.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And for the Timberwolves, they had a rough season as they learned the ropes, but still came up with several big wins, Doris, that they could build off of last year.
Well, you have to look no further. They were one of 2 teams to beat Golden State in Golden State. And listen, everyone knew this was going to be a process, developing this young group. But you love getting your players that kind of experience in those tough environments.
And the rejection by Towns. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Bosh, that's for 2.
You got to credit Zhang's defense. That miss didn't just happen by accident.
Bosh can't hit. Levine wide open. No good with the triple. Waiters dishes to Winslow. Levine against Waiters. Back to Winslow. Kicks it to Waiters. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Dunn kicks to Zhang. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. On defense, Minnesota. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Whiteside kicks to Bosh. Bosh with another miss.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
Pass to Dang. From 13. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, this is an excellent mid-range shooter. Zhang also likes to set his teammates from that spot.
Outside Dragic. The dish to Whiteside. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. One added pressure, Doris, that Wiggins has that is unique to himself is that he carries most of the weight of Canada's international basketball dreams. He certainly is the best and the brightest for them. He's expected to lead, in fact, the country to a golden age.
For all the players that we have seen come in the league from north of the border, I think Wiggins has the best potential. And I think he's handled the extra pressure with ease. And it might have even helped him mature as a leader for his basketball team.
He throw good, Wiggins.
I think one aspect of Wiggins that really helps his game that might be overlooked is how long his arms are. It helps him keep the ball away from defenders when he's driving to the rim. The high release point on his shot makes it that much harder to contest.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And Doris, another benefit of Wiggins is his great length for his position. So it takes very few steps for him to go from the three-point line right to the rim.
Yeah, I think when you couple his reach with his hang time, you can see why he can adjust so many times in the air and still get off a great shot. It's really crazy to think he's a shooting guard with a 7-foot wingspan.
Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now done. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
He just didn't have enough strength to complete that shot.
Up top, Dragic. Here's Whiteside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And both free throws good from Whiteside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Done with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. At the elbow, it's Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
Outside, Dragic. He kicks it to Waiters. Clock at 6. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Boy, you realize how fast Wiggins is moving when he pulls up on a dime like that.
Right side a screen. Dragic the pass to Winslow. Bosch sets the pick for Winslow. He dishes it to Bosch. And the shot goes in.
Physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Dunn kicks to Wiggins. Leans inside, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Some contact inside. Wiggins playing big and will go to the charity stripe.
For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
First one falls for him. Josh Richardson's checked in for Winslow. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
Now here's Bosch. Richardson up top. Whiteside sets the pick for Richardson. Towns with the steal. Wiggins against Waiters. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Dunn.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bosch, a screen on Levine. Richardson dishes to Bosch. Bosch sets the pick for Dragic. For three, Richardson. Another shot, and the rejection by Towns. And here is Dunn. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's the floater. And Whiteside sends it back. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Minnesota leading by 5. Just 4 to shoot. Levine. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, not surprisingly, right? Tom Thibodeau was busy in his, quote, off year. He acted as an advisor to teams with their defensive schemes, helped many of his former colleagues by analyzing what they were doing and ways to improve.
Out to the wing. Whiteside against Towns. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Miami, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw, no good. Doris, a lot of great young players come into the NBA. Which do you think could be the best in the league in a few years?
Well, I think certainly Anthony Davis comes to mind because of how skilled he is. We were talking earlier about the 5 position, how it's changing. You know, you've got Anthony Davis who's now stretched his range to 3-point. He's got mid-range game. He can go back to the basket. He's dynamic in the open floor and a real presence on the defensive end. I can't wait to see what happens with Anthony Davis.
Or somebody taught him well when he was young because his handle's good and he plays almost the position like a point guard.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think that's the key. I think he played that position earlier in his career because he had that great growth spurt. But I think Anthony Davis, you know, it's about the skill certainly, but it's about the work ethic and the IQ, and he's got the whole package.
Smart kid. Timberwolves leading by 4. Dunn kicks to Hill. Wiggins drawing the double team. Top of the key, Dunn. Pulls it up. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closely. And here's Bosch for 3. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Levine against Richardson. Levine passes to Hill. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Hill. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Adrian Payne's checked in for Jang. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. And then for Miami, Derek Williams, he checked in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Both free throws good from Hill.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Here's Johnson. Right side a screen. Johnson outside. The feed to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Now here's Levine. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Payne's shot is good.
Yeah, that's a case where they're really in sync on that bucket with the lead pass hitting him in stride, on time and on target.
Here's Richardson. Williams sets a screen for Richardson. Down low. And Derek Williams, the basket on the assist by Richardson.
Anytime Derek Williams is in a pick-and-roll situation, there's a good chance you're going to see a highlight reel play.
Hill, a screen on Johnson. Dishes it to Muhammad. Pass to Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Rubio against Johnson. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Bosch. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
You know, that's strong teamwork leading right to the basket. He put it in the shooting pocket at just the right time.
Hill, a screen on Richardson. Levine dishes to Hill. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, you gotta like the aggressive D going for the block, but he got it just as it was on its way down.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rush is checked in. The Heat also with a sub. Johnson's checked in. The Heat trail by 6. Well, the one question Zach LaVine had when he entered the NBA is whether or not he could be a reliable contributor on offense. The doors he's put in the work to improve his efficiency a great deal in that regard.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that for LaVine is that he's worked on his jump shot to where he's now more of a threat. He upped his field goal percentage from mid-range and from deep since his rookie season. He's shown better judgment in the shots he takes. All of that goes into making him a better player.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Rubio kicks to Payne, trying to find Muhammad. Gets it to him. Pick up by Hill. Rubio against Johnson. Feeds it to Rush. Here's Hill. Here's Payne. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
This guy puts yeoman's work on the glass. He works so hard to get second chance opportunities.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Miami. Well, we've seen a lot of players come and go on the NBA, Doris, and for the players that have a great career, what is the common aspect that threads these great players in your mind together?
2 things: talent and work ethic.
Well said. Now here's Ellington. And there's the pass to Johnson. Johnson kicks to Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. He feeds it to Bosch. Hill pulls it in.
You know, it's been hard for him to find the range this quarter, but I do like his aggressiveness.
Now here's Muhammad. Ellington defending. Kicks it to Rush. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Rush has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, probably could have set that screen with a little more force, but it got him just enough room to be able to finish.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Johnson. And it's sent back by Hill. Pass to Muhammad. Up to Payne. The dish to Rush. He kicks to Rubio. Right wing. Here's Muhammad. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Heat trail by 8. Bosch passes to Johnson. Outside Williams. Johnson the screen. Bosch inside. Working on Payne. Bosch can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, his shot's been out of sync, and it really has held them back tonight.
The try by Rubio. And that one, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for pain. The Timberwolves shot 6 of 7 at the line. Free throw drops for Hill.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Outside Williams. Here's Bosch. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. 6 points for Chris Bosch.
Really a great setup that time from Williams. Nice awareness of the play.
Now, here's Rubio. Garnett, the screen. Here's Muhammad. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 9. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Timberwolves with possession here. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, a high-flying pair of Levine and Wiggins are the 2 and the 3. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's done in at the point guard. Levine, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Dragic. He dishes it to Whiteside. Shoots from the right block, and too long on the shot. Timberwolves leading by 11. Towns the pass to Wiggins. Garnett against Johnson. Right side Levine. Lock at 6. The feed now to Dunn. Trying his luck deep. Unable to get that one. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Ellington. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Ellington's got his first points of the game. Minnesota shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. From outside the arc, Dunn's shot's good.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
Dragic kicks to Ellington. Pass to Whiteside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Whiteside a screen. Winslow wide open. He fires. And again, Miami with the triple.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Boy, this feels like a developing game of one-upsmanship. Love to see teams try to outdo each other like this.
Outside Dragic. Back to Winslow. Right side a screen. There's the 3. The Heat rebound. Johnson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Chris Dunn picks one up. Doris, you've worked with so many coaches in so many different ways throughout your career. You were a player and you were an assistant coach yourself, and as a broadcaster now, Do you ever see yourself maybe back on the sidelines?
Yeah, you know, that's how I started my career, Kevin. I've always thought that when my broadcasting career is over, I miss the competition. I miss working with a group of players to sort of achieve something special. So no question I see myself back there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Richardson, he's checked in for the Heat. Second free throw, no good.
I mean, the first thing you notice about Gorgui Zhang is when he's on the floor, it's his defensive presence. Very long arms to bother shooters, quick movement to stay and track drivers as they come to the rim. Such a force.
Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
I'll tell you, just his mere presence inside, his instincts for altering shots, exceptional.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Andrew Wiggins' ball handling lagged behind the rest of his game before he came to the NBA, but he's found he can use his size to post up immediately. It's a talent that many players don't develop until they've been in the league for years. Kevin, he's got the footwork, and as his skills develop, he's almost certain to become a superstar.
Sure does. Thanks, D.A. And he knocks down the first one. And with Zhang's defensive presence, Doris, he'll always find a way onto the floor. Everything else he does is icing on the cake.
Well, it isn't just protecting the rim that Zhang excels at, right? He also has great timing to deny passes and come up with some steals. He's carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA.
Waiters, he's checked in for Miami. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
You know, funny thing is, in his only season at the University of Kentucky, he didn't start. And yet Karl Anthony Towns becomes the #1 pick in the draft. So unusual.
Now here's Towns after Dion Waiters' miss. Back to Towns. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat trail by 9, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now Zhang. This is to Dunn. Another miss by Minnesota.
This has been one of those nights where he's really struggled. And the team hasn't, but he has.
Passes it to Waiters. Feeds it to Whiteside. And stolen by Dunn. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And they pick up 2.
Timeout.
Wiggins has got 10 points in the game.
And the length of Dunn really annoys the opposition. So good at sticking his hands in passing lanes and coming away with steals. And for Chris Dunn, you know, everyone told him to enter the draft after 3 years at Providence. His father, his coach, he could have been a first-round pick back in 15. Instead, he decided to stay one more season, earn his diploma, and I'd have to say it's worked out pretty well for him.
Now here's Dragic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They set the pick. The pass to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. 5 to shoot. It's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The Heat have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Minnesota leading by 8. Dunn kicks to Towns. He feeds it to Wiggins. Towns, the screen. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, Wiggins, young in his career, but he's already giving lots of defenders headaches night after night.
Now, here's Richardson. Kicks to Whiteside. There's a screen. Pass to Waiters. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those can be tough ones to gauge.
Towns, the screen. Here's Wiggins. That shot off, and it's Miami the other way. Winslow dishes to Richardson. He kicks it to Waiters. Winslow setting the pick for Dragic. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Left side, Levine. Down low. Here's Towns. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Richardson the pass to Whiteside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That one is no good. And when you see Chang, you don't expect a player, Doris, of his size to be a threat from outside, but he has a very soft touch in the mid-range, and it's getting better every year, it seems.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. Chang can definitely face up and knock shots down. Enough, certainly, to keep other big men honest when he steps out into clear space. And also helps a lot that every time he gets to the free throw line, he's been solid there.
Whiteside kicks to Richardson. Tries a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Chang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Levine can't hit. The Heat trail by 7. Waiters with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Outside Dragic. Here's Whiteside. Offensive rebound. Now here's Dragic. Not a lot of room. The dish to Winslow. Whiteside a screen. Back to Dragic. The second chance effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
For Miami, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Adrian Payne's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Rush comes in for Wiggins. Muhammad, he's checked in for Levine. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. Heat also with a sub. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Jang a screen. They need this one. And Muhammad the bucket on the assist by Rush. Muhammad's got his first basket.
Every team's looking for that instant offense, and Muhammad can do that for you.
There's the pick. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Heat have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
Free throw, good. Waiters. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Heat also changing it up. Williams comes in for Winslow. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And both free throws good for Waiters. Minnesota leading by 5. The feed now to Muhammad. He dishes it to Rush. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rush has got 6 points.
Well, I think defensively, you've got to think twice about giving him that good a look from 3-point range.
And Waiters kicks to Bosch. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Rubio dishes to Muhammad. Payne with it. And Muhammad kicks to Rush. Pick up by Hill. Rubio the pass to Hill. Dishes it to Muhammad. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Elbow shot. Payne grabs the board. Payne's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Timberwolves passing it around. And Rush kicks to Muhammad. They get it again. Another shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. 13.
The Timberwolves have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Heat trail by 6. Pass to Johnson. At the elbow, Williams. Johnson the screen. Here's Bosch. 4 on the clock. Payne with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Muhammad with the ball.
I'd say I just like the fight in Muhammad at this end. Still lots of upside offensively.
Johnson outside. Here's Bosch. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes to Muhammad. Shoots the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. 9 points for Hill.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Williams. Feeds it to Waiters. Goes up to the stripe. No good off the front iron.
Just wasn't very aggressive with the ball. Had a really good look at the basket and blew it.
Rubio outside. There's the pass to Rush. And it's Payne in the corner. Here's Rubio. Off the mark and a bad shot there. The Heat trail by 8. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Bosch. Takes the 13-footer. That doesn't go either for Bosch.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, he took a solid angle, didn't block the attempt, but still forced the miss.
Now here's Muhammad. Kicks to Rush. Rubio with a screen on Waiters. Hits it from 3-point range. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, he shot well in the opening period, but since then he's been absolutely dominant.
Johnson outside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. 16 feet away. Rush grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 11. Pass to Rubio. Here's Rush. He's guarded by Waiters. Now Rush. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Hill. That's short off the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Waiters. To the middle. Here's Bosch. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Free throw good. Bosch. So both teams making some changes here. And so Bosch nails both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Muhammad. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so that brings the first half to a close. Minnesota on top, leading by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. It was a fast pace for Minnesota at the outset. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing as a unit. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. In quarter number 2, they looked to surge ahead even further, but were met with some tough opposition, finishing with that same 9-point advantage at the half. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life.
And that'll do it as
the buildings of downtown Minneapolis all lit up on this lovely evening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Twin Cities. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
And the approach of that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
Yeah, he's moving so fast through the lane. He's beating defenders to the spot, and then you're in a position where the only thing to do, foul him.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Winslow and Bosch at the forward spots. Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Whiteside in at the center.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Dunn dishes to Towns. And yes, it's good. Towns has got 5 now.
How about the skill level of Anthony Towns? I'll tell you what, the touch inside, it's a joke how good he is.
And Doris, a lot of people knew that Towns would be good in the NBA, but just how quickly he has established himself as a defensive force is very impressive. You can see how he impacts decisions that opponents are making on the floor around him.
Yeah, I think Towns is always lurking and always aware of what the opposite offense is thinking about, and so he gets a lot of his blocks when the shooter didn't even know Cat was in position to block it. And what's really impressive is how versatile Cat is with who he can match up with and his defense individually in one-on-one situations.
Dragic gets the bucket. Minnesota leading by 9. Dunn kicks to Towns. On the wing, Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jang, a screen. And here's Levine. He kicks to Towns, and stolen by Whiteside. There's Winslow. A stupendous finish in traffic. 5 points in the game.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Now, here's Dunn. He's guarded by Dragic. Outside, Levine. Deep, and it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Dragic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's only a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Dunn kicks to Towns. Towns, a screen on Winslow. Shot off the pick. Miami grabs the miss.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
I'll tell you what, though, he'll take that every time. That's a great look.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Towns, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Hassan Whiteside. Well, when you're taken first overall, like Karl Anthony Towns was, you are expected to be an all-star. But you know what, Doris? I'm not sure if many thought Towns would be a generational talent, as he's on track to be in his young career.
Yeah, I think it's rare to see a player be taken first overall and actually exceed expectations. At every step of the way, Towns has worked hard and exceeded what was expected of him. And I think that mentality has put him in position to become one of the best big men in the NBA. I can't wait to watch.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Richardson, looking for his first basket still in this one. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Count it. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 15 rebounds.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Dunn. It's stolen by Dragic. For the tie, and the layup is up and in. Dragic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
You look at the numbers tonight. When Wiggins asserts himself, he's painful to defend.
Bosch, the screen for the lead. Winslow's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Bean passes to Dunn. Here's Wiggins, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Zach LaVine is listed as a point guard, but he isn't a natural to that position. Certainly can handle himself acting as the lead guard, but Doris making plays for others right now isn't his specialty.
Well, it shows up in stats as well as with the eye test, right? He has never had a lot of assists given how much he handles the ball, and he also has somewhat of a poor assist-to-turnover ratio. But he is almost more of a shooting guard who can bring it up the floor and initiate rather than a true point guard.
Now here's Dragic. 13 points in the game. Inside, tries to keep it alive. And stolen by Dunn. Winslow against Wiggins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, you take a look at Chris Dunn out of Providence. It's easy to see what talent evaluators see in this young man.
6'4", long arms, strength, blinding quickness. He is an NBA athlete and then some. In a draft year that was light on point guard, you knew he'd be one of the first to hear his name called.
Now here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the shot goes in.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Dunn following the basket by Chris Bosh. Dunn kicks to Towns. The dish to Wiggins. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. Yes, that goes in. Wiggins has got 19 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Bosh dishes to Richardson. Whiteside, a screen on LaVine. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Richardson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The feed to Jang. Here's Towns, and again it's Minnesota converted.
Yeah, well, this is one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA already. Towns doing everything these days.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on time.
You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Minnesota making some changes. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Muhammad comes in for LaVine. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. And then for Miami, Johnson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Wiggins. 19 points in the game. Now here's Johnson. He dishes it to Johnson. It's stolen by Garnett. And the shot is good from Johnson. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Rubio the pass to Towns. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And stolen by Richardson. Jumps up and slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Well, such work ethic. Towns brutal on the offensive glass.
Richardson. No good on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Rubio with it. Towns, the screen. Kicks it out to Garnett. Dishes to Towns. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Johnson kicks to Richardson. And the shot goes in. Richardson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now Rubio. Garnett the screen. Wiggins dishes to Rubio. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I'd say one thing you've got to love about Ricky Rubio is that air of excitement he brings to the floor. You simply never know when he's going to fire off an amazing pass that splits defenders.
Take a break.
It's must-see TV when this guy is out in front of the break.
That free throw good from Rubio. And Rubio certainly does have that flair for the dramatic when he's on the floor. Reminds you, in fact, Doris, a little bit of Jason Williams.
Well, if you're talking about exciting basketball to watch, that is the highest compliment you can pay. It's not easy to demand the attention of a crowd with your passing skills alone. And Rubio has managed to do that with his on-court wizardry.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Jordan Hill. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Hill. Miami's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Johnson kicks to Bosch. Johnson the screen. Bosch passes to Ellington. For the lead. He can't get that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Rubio outside. Muhammad, no luck. Miami trailing. Bosch kicks to Johnson. Here's Ellington. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Ellington hits them both.
There's some of that trademark consistency of his at the free throw line.
Rubio dishes to Rush. Back to Rubio. Garnett, right side. Just his first attempt. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Garnett's got his first 2 points.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Now here's Bosch. He's got 16. Ellington from outside. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Ellington's got the lead up to 1 now for the Heat.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
I think you'd like to see a little more determination defensively to fight through that and contest a bit.
Here's Rush. 9 points in the game so far. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Rush has got 12.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
He's just been raining threes. That's where the majority of the damage he's doing is happening.
A shot by Ellington, no good.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
No, and it looked like he got a bit ahead of himself and just couldn't pull back.
Now, here's Rubio. To the inside. There's Winslow. Yes! And the foul. That one is on Rush.
I'll tell you, the solid low post passing made all the difference on that last possession.
Some changes for Minnesota. Payne, he's checked in for Hill. Wiggins comes in for Brandon Rush. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Muhammad. Heat also with a sub. Waiters is checked in.
This is one of the purest point guards to come around in quite some time. He is, Rubio, the ultimate distributor.
Waiters, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's LaVine. Free throw line jump shot. Garnett up top. Pass to Rubio. Feeds to Wiggins. Got a piece of it. Here's Waiters. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along.
Trust each other these last minutes.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Now here's Dragic. A high-flying pair of LaVine and Wiggins at the 2 and the 3. Gorgie Dang is out there with Towns, and it's done in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Ellington with it, guarded by LaVine. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads. Waiters no luck.
Just a case of doing too much. He has to look to get his teammates involved, and his shot's just not there right now.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Towns. Miami grabs the miss. Dragic with it. Now defended by LaVine. Dragic kicks to Waiters. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Wiggins. Plenty of space. Timberwolves keep it alive. Bean passes to Dunn. Puts up a 3. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. The Heat need to get a shot off. No good from Dragic.
Who knows what happened there, but I'm sure the defense is aware they dodged a bullet.
A baseline J. Again, Wiggins missing.
Might have overthought that. Not sure how he missed that one, guys.
And here is Ellington. Outside Dragic to take the lead. Bangs home the trifecta. Dragic has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Miami. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Dunn. Wiggins from outside. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Raiders against Wiggins. Right side a screen. Dragic. and it comes off the front of the rim. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Levine. There's a good screen. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here, and they take the lead. And it's now 26 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Because sometimes Wiggins better off when he doesn't have to put the ball on the deck.
Outside, Dragic. Waiters with the screen for Dragic. To the paint. There's Winslow. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
And the Heat making a change here. Richardson's checked in, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Winslow dishes to Dragic. Down low. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, no good.
Regardless of that miss right there, that's a shot you want him taking. He practices that all the time, makes a ton of them.
Towns, the screen. Dunn kicks to Levine. To the left wing. Puts up a three, and the three ball is good. 6 points for Chris Dunn.
Just simply running an offense, probably the area where Zach can grow the most.
Richardson the pass to Waiters. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Waiters got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Passes it to Dang. Wide open look. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And Richardson now atop the key. Winslow is screen on Levine. Richardson no luck for Minnesota. They've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Wiggins, and Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the pass to Dragic. Here's Waiters. Wiggins with the block.
But using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins air-mailing it back.
Towns kicks to Wiggins. Stolen by Waiters. In the corner, it's Richardson. Back to Dragic. He feeds it to Waiters. Wing shot on the way. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
All the officials are all over that one.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
The first one falls. Chris Bosh is checked in for Richardson. That one misses. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Kicks to Dunn. Towns the screen. Dunn dishes to Levine. And it's off from three-point range. Miami's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And the shot goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Dunn. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Dunn kicks to Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, what a quick move. Wiggins able to draw the contact. Defender completely off balance.
Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wiggins. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Bosh, the screen. Dragic, the pass to Whiteside. Pass to Waiters. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. There's the dish to Dunn. He kicks it to Jang. Towns, the screen. Jang, the pass to Wiggins. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Wiggins has got 8 here in the quarter.
The aggressive finish inside. Andrew Wiggins beats some very good defense.
Dragic dishes to Bosh. Bosh heads the pick for Waiters. It's good from long range. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Wiggins. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Wiggins. 8 points for Chris Dunn.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
You know he's always looking to attack. And late in a close ball game, when he catches the defense napping, he's going straight to the rack.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Certainly not. This is when you want to see tight, aggressive defense, everybody on point down the stretch in a close game.
Now here's Wiggins. Back to Towns. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Towns has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Dragic kicks to Waiters. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 18 points for Dion Waiters.
Boy, very difficult to defend when he gets into this kind of rhythm, which has been all quarter long.
Jang with a screen on Waiters. Wiggins passes to Towns.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rubio's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Johnson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. He hits the second from the line. The Heat have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Johnson dishes to Winslow. Whiteside with it. And stolen by Wiggins. Rubio in the corner. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Miami's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Johnson kicks to Dragic. Outside Bosh. Here's the screen. And here's Johnson outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, what a drastic change going from so sound defensively in the first half to not close to that in the second.
Wiggins passes to Levine. Shot from free throw range, and that one comes up a bit short.
They're trying to cut this lead, but he's shooting them right out of it.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside Dragic. 5 on the clock. Goes up at the stripe. Rebound by Dang. Timberwolves trail by 3. Levine dishes to Rubio. Back to Levine. Towns the screen. Here's Wiggins, and Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. The feed now to Wiggins. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the 4th.
It wasn't wide open, but that's a look he's got to create, guys. He's got to finish that. His teammates count on him.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, and he's not going to let an opportunity like that get away. I mean, he's just going to go hard to the bucket.
Now here's Wiggins to the left wing. Bosch against Jang. Back to Wiggins. Stolen by Winslow. Outside Dragic. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. 58 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Bosch against Jang. 4 on the shot clock. Bosch can't hit. Wiggins from outside. No good. Shot missing. Now the Heat take it the other way. And he commits the intentional foul. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Levine delivery in a big moment. What a game we've got.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Yes!
Coaches can't get enough of those easy looks in the post.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? And they're going to draw up something where they can get a quick shot and then maybe a foul.
This is where you've got to pay close attention to detail, and it's a must for all 5 guys.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Probably the moment we'll remember from this one.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Boy, those free throws are the dagger. That will eliminate any hope of a comeback.
Here's Rubio. This one for 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And stolen by Whiteside. And so it's Miami winning this one.
Thanks very much.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson. Hassan Whiteside.
When you talk about Whiteside, you're talking about a guy capable of putting up 20 every single night. We've seen him do that more than a few times, and he's going to keep doing it. His rebounding is fantastic. He's always...
And that's it for tonight.